Wait, Papa, I want to see.
He's live streaming it.
Well, I can't see anything.
Yeah, because it's black. It's gonna be totally fine.
That one is gonna be totally dark.
Okay, I won't do it again.
No, don't. Papa, just this
Wait.
thing. Maybe because we first say go to this. No, it's just half. Now we have to go, right?
Wait. Do you have a flashlight so I can see? I think this one's English, right?
Probably.
No, we're supposed to do it.
So
Papa, which one is
you
it?
can press the last one, and then after that, it'll go one after another.
At the bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
Prabhu, can a video like that?
Yes.
Come on, it started.
It's right here.
Now we have to go.
Oh, it's this one. He wants to finish it early. Yeah, I like this
Yeah,
one.
me too. I like this one. Yeah, same. I like this one.
Look behind you.
I like this one because in this.
Look behind you.
I like this one because
5,000 years ago, at an ancient battlefield near what is
When I
now
was
New
little,
Delhi,
in the
India,
Prabhupada one, I
armies
thought
representing
this, they
kingdoms
put
from all
Prabhupada in
over
there.
the world assembled for the greatest trial of arms in history. A family dispute over the throne had developed into a worldwide conflict between righteousness and tyranny. Here, between opposing armies, with friends and relatives on both sides, seeing brothers armed against brothers, the saintly Arjuna discloses his identity.
I don't like.
Oh, Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present on both sides and ready to lay down their lives, my whole body is trembling. My mind is reeling. It would be better for the enemy to kill me, unarmed and unresisting, than for me to fight with them.
Oh, Arjuna, give up such petty weakness of heart, and arise, O protector of the righteous.
How can I fight these men? I prefer to live by begging than at the cost of their lives. Even though they are avaricious, I shall not fight. Now I have lost all composure because of weakness. Now I surrender unto you as your disciple. Please instruct me.
While speaking saintly words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are truly wise lament neither for the living nor the dead. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. The soul is unborn, eternal, ever existing, undying,
I like that one.
and primeval.
It's just people.
Oh, there's the life.
And thus, Krishna begins to explain the first instruction of the Bhagavad Gita, that the perishable body and the eternal soul are not the same.
Elephants.
Don't. We will go step by step.
It will happen automatically.
No, you have to go.
No, start that. He said to start. They started.
Who are you?
It's because last time
First,
I had to click the button.
look at
like,
yourself.
Like a few weeks ago.
Look at your hands. Go ahead, have a good look. Are you your hand?
No.
Are you your face? Are you your body? Are you your mind? Are you the center of the universe? Or merely a tiny, insignificant creature in a remote corner of creation? These questions have challenged mankind's greatest thinkers since the dawn of civilization. We are surrounded by material elements. These are the same elements that make up the bodies of all living creatures. And then there is mind, intelligence, and ego. And beyond all that,
Don't sit down. It's not
consciousness.
clean.
This is not material. It is the soul. By nature's invincible laws, each soul continually passes through progressively higher species of life until it inhabits a human form.
It's an old Indian song. That's Muslims, right?
Very good.
Because they were saying Allah, so I thought it was Muslims. No, it starts here.
Hey, look at that. What's that? Baby.
Embryo.
The baby was in That's my sister.
No, your sister's this one.
Yeah, yeah. She can walk now.
No, that one can walk too, but it's smaller.
My sister's older.
But she's not that tall.
Yes, she is.
No, she isn't.
She's taller. She's that tall.
No?
This one is looking good. This one.
Yeah, that one's okay. This one's you. The one with the dog.
Oh, this one's me. This one's me.
No, you're not that tall.
Yes, I am.
But you're not that old. That one's you. That one's you. Linda, that was you.
No, I'm the next one. I'm the next one too.
No?
Yeah.
She's like way taller than you.
I know. That's the next.
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah.
This is my dad. My dad.
That's Mataji and Fubu.
Yeah, that's my dad. That's Dadu. That's my grandpa too. Yeah, that's my dad. I don't know. But that's my uncle. That's my uncle. That's my mother. Look at the second one. I'm dying. I'm wrinkles. Look at this. Look. Oh, it doesn't even have eyes.
He does.
Kind of like.
No,
He's
it's
almost
just blind. The eyes are blind.
That one.
That one's dead.
This one is dead. And skeleton. This one is scared. The skeleton. That one is dead.
The soul cannot be measured with any scientific instrument. Yet this minute, non-material entity,
soul.
the soul, is so powerful that it unceasingly
Some of the lights are
activates each body throughout its entire lifetime. This tiny little spark of life thus moves from one body to another. This is called reincarnation. It is not difficult to understand. Even in our own life, we live in different bodies. Medical science has demonstrated that all of our cells are replaced every 7 years, including even the brain. On the battlefield, Krishna tells Arjuna,
As the embodied soul continually passes in this body from childhood to youth to old age, the soul likewise passes into another body at death. The self-realized soul is not bewildered by such a change.
and there you are, the soul with the human body, and the chance to break through the cycle of birth and death.
If you put your hand on this for a long time, it fogs up.
Okay, next. Move.
This is the fun one.
This is another one that's right now.
But the last one is the most fun. How we do it? I like the one where you sit them. Yeah,
and the
that's
ending.
the best one. I want that.
Don't touch it.
Here we see the precarious condition of the embodied soul. The Bhagavad Gita gives us this illustration to help us understand in more detail the relationship between the body and the soul.
Don't touch.
The horses are the senses: sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. The reins are the mind. The driver is the intelligence. And the passenger is the soul.
Who is this?
In most cases, the soul does not control the intelligence, which in turn becomes bewildered, cannot firmly guide the mind. The mind, like the slackened reins, does not control the senses, which become wild. This is happening to us every day. The senses are irresistibly drawn to the sense object. Thus, the soul is forced into dangerous and unpredictable states of consciousness.
The next one.
Krishna. Start Krishna yet. This one. And that one. I really like this one. Oh wait, no, not this one, that one. Okay, right
Which one is this?
Man can control his destiny. As a spiritual being, he can choose by the expression of his free will his path of life.
Are you scared?
If he chooses to descend the staircase in pursuit of temporary, flickering objects of the senses, external forces take control of him, and his free will becomes severely restricted. He comes under the law of karma. Karma is the subtle but stringent law of action and reaction, which operates even in the realm of consciousness. Under that law, the consciousness of one on the downward path degenerates to become like that of an animal.
No one's watching.
Such a person reincarnates after death into lower than human life forms.
I like the one where the curtains open and close.
This is the result of misuse of free will. The upward path begins with the acceptance of spiritual guidance and leads to the ultimate liberation of the soul from the bodily concept of life. Such a person perceives his pure soul and its relationship with God.
Papa, I'm not good at holding it still.
I am. Very good. Maybe the next one.
This is my favorite. Or one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites.
Ordinarily, we see all around us many diverse forms of life.
That one's weird.
What?
The man was trying to kill the dog to eat it.
However,
Put that
a person on the spiritual path sees the soul, not the body, as the real self of every living being. The soul, which is by nature full of bliss and knowledge, is an emanation from the Supreme Soul. Present along with the soul, the Supreme Soul becomes visible to the eyes of a sage.
I'm not scared because I've already read through.
This higher perception was exemplified and taught by
It's a
all
glow-in-the-dark
seers of the
stamp.
truth, such as Moses, Buddha, Christ, and Mohammed. The sage, who thus is free from physical repulsion and attraction, sees all living beings with equal vision and becomes a genuine lover of the universe. Who is that Supreme Soul who is within all creatures as the indwelling guide, witness, maintainer, and ultimate friend? Who is that who is situated within all things, and yet everything resides in him?
Next one.
No, just it's not next one. Someone's in there.
One is there.
Someone else is doing it too.
That's okay. You can go.
That's why they have these doors to block their doors.
Oh, you can't go.
No, it's this one.
First is this one and then this one.
Next one and then after we're done.
And everyone.
The
That
localized
one takes the most
expansion
time.
of the Supreme Soul is a spiritual reflection of Krishna. In his original form, Krishna resides eternally in his own transcendental realm called Goloka. He assumes varieties of spiritually perfect forms and appears in the physical universe to curb the rise of materialism and tyranny which obstruct the spiritual progress of humanity. He does this in many different ways, which are always good and just.
So we're getting to like.
Matsya appears at the time of the Great Inundation. Kurma, who prevented the demonic rulers from gaining dangerous power. Varaha challenged the vicious giant Hiranyaksha.
Wait, no, that's not it.
Narsingha annihilating Hiranyakashipu, the great oppressor of the innocent. Vaman, who saved the world from the despot Bali. Parshuram, the warrior priest who drove out the brutal martial class. Rama, exemplifying a perfect monarch who sacrificed his own happiness to uphold the principles of righteousness.
He has to go after the Abhishek and everything is done because he has to go to do it.
Krishna appeared himself to display his unsurpassed, celebrated pastimes
If
of
you are
love
clean, they
to
will
his
also let
devotees.
you do Abhishek. Rama's my favorite too.
This is Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
How much time will he take?
Because it's Krishna. So.
Yeah. Oh, Buddha.
You said more time.
Buddha.
Move your head.
Buddha, the royal prince who renounced his kingdom and taught religious principles in the form of non-violence.
Here, come here.
Kalki.
Kalki.
Kalki, still to come, will herald the change of universal time.
How is the handshake? Is it like this? Will we go the handshake?
No, you're good. Hey,
There's three.
I want to open this one.
Yeah, we have to wait till everybody gets here.
I call the middle seat.
Open the मेरी गोदी में. Sit on my lap.
Is there? Where's the market? I think she left. Oh.
Should I bring another chair?
कोई छोटा बन गया पहले तो कितना बड़ा था ना
It's really small. We can make her seat open. That's the cool part.
I think this is my favorite. This is my favorite.
Yeah.
And then the middle में होगा
You have to zoom out when the curtain open. No, not zoom in out. When the curtains
My
open
dear
with it.
Krishna, I know you dwell in the heart of every living being as the super soul, and that you manifest yourself in many different incarnations. Though I see you here before me, I wish to know how you pervade this entire cosmic manifestation. If you think that I am able to behold this truth, kindly reveal it to me.
My dear Arjun, you cannot see this universal self with your present eyes. Therefore, I now give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence,
How does it
which no
open
one
by
has ever
itself?
seen.
There's a button on him.
You will see that everything is contained within me.
You good?
My
Well, because the whole thing will show the farther away it is.
Oh, I think you just showed this.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Is it showing the whole thing?
No, it's showing that.
I see within you all living beings. I see Brahma sitting on the divine waters. I see Shiva, many sages, celestial serpents. I see many forms, bellies, mouths, eyes expanded without limit. You are inexhaustible. You are the origin, without beginning, middle, or end. You are spread through the sky, the planets, and all space between. I am losing my equilibrium. Seeing your radiant colors fill the skies, and beholding your eyes and mouths, I am afraid. I see all life flowing from you, and rushing back with great speed into your divine form. Covering the entire universe with your immeasurable rays, scorching the world. You are manifest. Please tell me who you are in this fierce form. Please be gracious to me. I desire to know you. I have come to change all things.
O Arjuna, behold my mystic plan. Through my own wisdom and love, the souls of this world ever journey towards their supreme destination. Me, who am the reservoir of all pleasure.
O unbounded power, you are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation. No one can be greater than you or equal to you. Although I am glad that you have shown me this form, yet fear disturbs me. Please bestow your grace on me. Reveal again your original form, O abode of the universe.
Let this horrible feature be finished. With a peaceful mind, you can now see my original form, which is so dear to you. for you. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of understanding me.
Too loud. I like this ending for the lights.
If you closely look, you can see behind the curtain.
That's it.
No, there's one more.
What?
You guys don't remember?
I thought that's it.
Just go. Don't like. No, that's not it. No, they never changed. There's one more.
Oh yeah, they larger than that. Yes, they kind of changed. Like this part, they kind of changed it. Not that much, but.
We'll start with that.
Oh yeah, I remember I loved that.
There's that one.
Imagine yourself adrift in the midst of the vast ocean.
And we're touching.
Who's touching the ocean? Who's that? I can really drown.
Even if you were the world's greatest swimmer, you would eventually drown unless someone came to your rescue. The material world is compared to a vast ocean, an ocean of birth and death. Souls trapped in this world cannot free themselves from the continuing cycle of birth and death. But they can be freed by the process of yoga. Yoga means union with the Supreme. This is the stage beyond all anxieties. Thus, the soul, perfectly linked with the Supreme Soul through devotion, is at once rescued from repeated birth and death by the mercy of Krishna.
There's a sound.
According to Bhagavad Gita, Krishna descends in many forms and places. Here in Bengal, in the latter part of the 15th century, Krishna descended in the form of Lord Chaitanya. By his personal example, he delivered the essence of Bhagavad Gita, loving devotional service to God, or Bhakti Yoga, the most practical means of achieving self-realization in the present age. He inaugurated the Sankirtan, chanting the holy names of Krishna. Wherever Lord Chaitanya led his Sankirtan festival, spontaneous love of God and profound spiritual knowledge blossomed in the hearts of the people. But Sri Chaitanya's compassionate concern for humanity was not limited to India. Thus, he made it easy for everyone to break through the cycle of birth and
There's
death,
so much like him. You can see.
causing the ocean of love of God to overflow throughout the world, and now reach the shores of America.
I went on the ocean though. It's pretty cool. Look at this Remember these. Stop it. Don't touch it. Oh, except this one. This one. Maybe it's this one. I remember it. Maybe not. No, it's this one. Maybe it's this one.
Okay, this one.
Let's get it.
No, this one.
That's last
In the
one.
Bhagavad Gita, Krishna promises that whoever perfectly and constantly meditates on him will ultimately come to him. This is the highest evolution of the liberated soul. Relationship with Krishna in his own planet.
Yeah, center.
Okay, come on. This one here. This one is one here.
This is Goloka, the spiritual realm. Here in Krishna's abode, all water is nectar, every word is a song, and every step a dance.
Yeah, after you do this one next time.
Punda.
Come here. Over here.
Far from formless, the spiritual world is the origin of all form, emanating from the supreme form, Krishna. All forms here are eternal, fully conscious, and blissful. Krishna is the original form, and the human form is the reflection of that form.
There was a parrot that fell last time I came. Fell over here.
Here, standing on the bank of the Yamuna River, with the exquisitely beautiful Radha at his side, Krishna smiles and plays his enchanting flute. He appears as the central attractive figure, enjoying varieties of divine loving exchange with the whole spiritual world. Every entity of the spiritual world, regardless of its particular form, enjoys full loving reciprocation with Krishna. When the devotees, peacocks, swans, and all other living beings hear the sound of Krishna's transcendental flute, they swoon in ecstasy, and tears of love fall from their eyes. All souls are potentially capable of reaching this state of love of God, and Krishna promises to help those who long for it. Those souls who follow the path of bhakti yoga, devotional meditation, will at last evolve their original spiritual bodies. All of us are parts of the Supreme Soul, Krishna, who is everlastingly beckoning us to return to his eternal abode.
What? I thought there's gonna be like.
Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, it's really soft. He's moving it.
What?
It feels good though. Oh my god.
This is the last one, right? Otherwise?
Now both of you guys can reach it.
Huh?
Yeah, this one. This one should be the last one. They just talked about the books for bodybuilding. I think.
Or is it done?
Oh. Oh. It's just a lie. Yeah, it's just stuff. She forgot books and then.
Okay.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. Nice.